Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Now today's video we're going to be looking at something called JPS Virus Maker. Now as the title of this video suggests, it is sort of like a one-click malware creator. Now what we're going to be doing with this malware is we're going to be testing it in Windows XP. That's my favorite testing platform. But we're going to bring the malware it creates all the way into the modern age. We're going to be testing it on Vista 7, 8.1, 10 and 11. The premise of this program is, if we open it up, it is just this interface. This is the whole interface. You can do all this stuff. We can disable the registry, msconfig, task manager, media player. Yeah, well, let's just do like all of this stuff. We'll leave some of this stuff. And basically this is written in Delphi, I believe. Now we do need Windows Explorer to be on, because once this is exported we're going to actually copy it over. So we're going to go crazy mouse, maybe? Nah. You know what, we'll leave the rest of this. So, and then we can also change the XP password, and this doesn't have a password, but we'll set it to this. I'm going to change the computer name to that, and we're going to close windows that have closed me. Now the other thing is we're going to be disabling, will we? Nah, that's fine. So we'll make the thing just an exe. We have it here, it's going to do all of this stuff for us, and we're just going to go create virus, and it says server created successfully, and here it is a 28 kilobyte file. Before we run it, we're going to take a copy of this somehow. I'll figure that out quickly, and then we will go ahead and test it, and we'll keep testing it on everything else. Okay, so I've copied it over to the host and put in an exclusions folder, so let's run it, see what it does. So we can see it changed it to "you now hacked," and for some reason it's dinging every time I press a key. Run is gone, task manager is disabled, the time is gone. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty much done everything. Control panel is still here, but oh, it's disabled, I can't interact with it. Oh, and it's restarted the machine, just as it said. So now the other thing it should have done is changed the Windows XP password, so we'll see if it does that. Yeah, it seems to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your system time or date is invalid. Okay. So apparently it's 1 AM in 1984. And can we change it though? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. I wonder if there was an option in there to... So auto startup was on, but maybe it's not doing it. I don't know. Maybe it isn't doing it, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have actually permanently changed the machine. But did it change our PC name? No, it did not. It didn't, because that's Windows. When XP infected is the generic name. So yeah, that's Windows XP. It definitely does affect Windows XP. It's doing its thing here, and the machine does get temporarily crippled, although I do wonder whether auto startup was turned on or not. It should have been, but I will remake it just in case. So I'll do that off camera, and we'll move the remade version over to Windows Vista for the next test. Alright, so here we are on Windows Vista, everybody's favorite, so I'll turn that off, and then we have it here. And I don't know whether we have to run it, and I apologize that the audio is jacked up, but... Okay, so I did add Crazy Mouse, and it seems to... Yeah, okay, that's working. Let's see if it... Damn it, can we use run? No. Okay, so it does seem to be suitably crazy. What the hell did I just do? Alright, right, I logged it off. Okay, and it did change the password. Yeah, again, I apologize for that. It's nothing to do with this. I don't know why it's like that. But so it does do its payloads. It just doesn't, it's not resident. Just like Windows XP, the virus is not resident in memory after reboot or logging off, but it did change our password, which is interesting. It didn't change much else though. We can still access stuff now after a log off, and we can see that isn't actually running. So let's go and switch on over to Windows 7. Okay, so on Windows 7, we will run this as an admin. I don't know why I used that sound. Now, sound's not jacked up, but we do have crazy mouse going on, so that's not me. Obviously, I can't move the mouse that fast. It did hide the clock. Can't. Okay. Again, I don't know why it used that sound, but it succeeded. It succeeded, my bad, in setting a password. And if we go to run, open up everything just fine. So yeah, I mean, the malware does work. It doesn't stay behind. Okay, so we're on Windows 8.1 right now, and if we copy this over, we see that Windows Defender immediately detects it and knows that it's malicious. What we will do, just for the sake of the video, is we will turn off real-time protection and copy it again and run it as an admin. And we get the same crazy mouse, we have the same clock hidden. We do seem to have a little bit more control over the mouse. Maybe actually, never mind. Run does not work still. Believe Task Manager. I don't know why I turned on that option. Internet Explorer will not open. Really trying hard here just to open it. Open. And it's just highlighting random things, and it logged us off. And it still manages to set a password for us on Windows 8.1, which is kind of impressive. So now we move on to something a little bit more modern. So if we try and copy this over to the VM on Windows 10, we can see we've lost our icon and we have threads found. So, you know, that's not going to work. Here we go, so we can run it. Now, as far as I can see, the mouse is not crazy. The clock is still here. And all it's doing is, you can see the loading icon, or the background task icon is going on here. Can we open run? Yes, we can. Can we open command prompt? Yes, we can. So, can we open Task Manager? Yes, we can. Although we do have really high CPU usage from something. It keeps spawning new versions, or it keeps being killed and coming back or something. It is mostly ineffective, and a restart, as with before, would get rid of this. But this malware is not really doing a lot. It does seem to be trying to do something, but it's not able to run. So we will move on to our final test on Windows 11. Alrighty, so we're here in Windows 11 now, and I'm assuming it's going to do the exact same thing where we try and copy over the file and it's not going to work. And it immediately said operation did not complete because the file contains a virus. So we will just cancel it. And again, we will have to disable Windows Defender. So we can run as administrator. And no, it still says it found threats. So I don't know. So yeah, we can't really, it's changed the clock. The Explorer windows do say you now hacked. I actually forgot to check that in the previous versions of Windows, but I assume they probably will be the same. So even though we have real-time protection turned off, it is still finding the threat. It does have crazy mouse a little bit maybe, because it just tried to click and drag when I tried to go to properties. But I'm assuming it hasn't actually no, it hasn't changed the name or anything like that really. The one thing we will do is sign out. So we'll see if it sets a password, and it did. It still sets a password in Windows 11. So 1234 was the password that was set, and yeah, there we go. So this thing sort of does do some of the stuff. It changes the clock in all versions of Windows. It can't hide it in Windows, anything past Windows 8, I think. It doesn't really do a lot in the later versions of Windows, but this is a fun program. I think the Virus Maker, JPS Virus Maker, is a fun program to use when you are just messing around with like older machines, Windows XP, Windows Vista 7, that sort of thing, where all the programs, the payloads, sorry, actually do work. but it's pretty ineffective against Windows 10 and 11. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.